Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Roslan Jaffar, our lecturer for Islamic Capital Market class. And hi everyone who watching this video. Today I'm Jafni Johar on behalf of my team will talk about the Islamic equity market in Malaysia. We believe the development of Islamic equity market in Malaysia is tremendous and it has a very bright future ahead. There are a few reasons why we said so, but let me brief first a little bit about equity for our viewers' general knowledge. Equity security is representing an ownership interest in a corporation or financial asset. Equity security, also commonly known as share or stock. Investopedia.com define equity market as a market wherein equities or share of company are issued and traded either through exchange or over-the-counter market. Therefore, we can describe Islamic equity market is where Sharia compliant stocks are traded. In Malaysia, the equity market is traded at Bursa Malaysia. At early day of Islamic equity market in Malaysia in June 1997, there were 478 securities that Sharia compliant. As per the latest list by Sharia Advisory Council (SAC), currently there are 746 securities out of 936 that is Sharia compliant. It means 80% of the securities in Bursa Malaysia currently is Sharia compliant. In March this year, Bursa Malaysia presented that the size of Sharia equity as per end of February 2021 is 1.25 trillion and the size of non-Sharia equity is Ringgit Malaysia 528 billion. It means 70% of equity in Bursa is Islamic equity. In Bursa Malaysia, there are already 4 Sharia index that can be used as benchmark for review the Sharia compliant securities. The first is FTSE Bursa Malaysia Hijrah Syariah. This index represents the 30 largest security in FTBM Emas Index that Sharia compliant. The rest are FTBM Emas Syariah Index, FTBM Small Cap Syariah Index, and FTBM Mid Cap Syariah Index. The existing of this index indirectly prove there are high demand of Islamic equity market in Malaysia. Tan Sri Wahid Omar in an interview with the Edge Market said that in the past 10 years, Islamic equity consistently outperformed the conventional stock. In 2016, Bursa Malaysia launched Bursa Malaysia Eye platform. This is the first end-to-end Sharia investing platform in the world. Again, this shows how tremendous is development of Islamic equity market in Malaysia. Now, I will talk about issue in Islamic equities. The first issue is no standardization between Sharia institutions such as AOF, Dow Jones Islamic Market, S&P Global Rating, in screening process methodology for determining whether a security is Sharia compliant or non-Sharia compliant. The second issue that we feel shall be improved in Malaysia equity market is the lack of security from financial services. There are only 3 companies is Sharia compliant, which is Bank Islam, Bursa Malaysia, and Syarikat Takaful. The other 30 is non-Sharia securities. This means only 9% of financial services that listed in Bursa is permissible for Muslims to be invested in. It is a very low percentage compared to other sectors. The third issue is each time SAC update the list of Sharia compliant security, they will always have securities that reclassify as non-Sharia. Therefore, the Muslim investor must always alert for this update in May and November to avoid from involving in non-Sharia equities that is forbidden in Islam. The fourth issue is we believe there is always interference of politicians in equity market of Malaysia. This is including the change of policy that is determined by those politicians which will influence the demand of an equity security, especially the government-linked company. As we know, all of the listed GLC in Bursa Malaysia is Sharia compliant such as FGB Holding Berhad and Telekom Malaysia Berhad. As example of the issue, I will talk more about TM share. While Gobind Singh was the Minister of Communication and Multimedia, the TM equity traded at the lowest price in history, which is only around 2 ringgit something. This is because many investors at the time believed all Gobind Singh decisions were more favorable to TM competitor, which is Macy's. The TM's equity price only bounced back when Rosliman, who is a close friend of Tom Hardy, appointed as the new chairman of TM in December 2018. The investor believe the appointment of Rosliman balanced back the decision power for the telecommunication industry in Malaysia. Additionally, as we can see early this year, after the implementation of Proclamation of Emergency on 12th January, the TM equity price has increased significantly and reached the highest traded price in recent couple of years. We believe it is due to more investor confidence there will be no change of leadership in the government and TM top management at that moment. Now, I will share the Sharia compliance challenge in Islamic equity market. The first and main challenge is, of course, how can the Sharia screening methodology to be standardized all around the world. Some researchers believe lack of standardization can cause some of Islamic investors to feel distrust and fear to participate in the equity market. The second challenge is the difficulty to measure the exact amount of revenue or profit generated from non-Sharia compliant activities in each company. Subsequently, this may lead to purification percentage on dividend is not accurately calculated. The third challenge is regarding the reclassification from Sharia compliant to non-Sharia compliant. For example, in the last update list by the SSC, there are 9 securities that have been reclassified as non-Sharia. Before that, in the list for November last year, there are 16 securities reclassified as non-Sharia. For us, this shows there are always securities that stay at the borderline between Sharia compliant and non-Sharia compliant. The situation is very challenging to SSC to monitor all these 700 securities for each 6 months. A wrong analysis by SSC will cause Muslim investors to involve in impermissible activity and in jeopardy of losing Allah Ta'ala blessing. The lack of expertise and also probably untrustworthy people in screening the company may make this situation much worse. The next challenge is the lack of awareness and knowledge among the Malaysians about the equity market, including Islamic equity. According to a study by Bursa Malaysia in 2009, 50% of potential investors reject investing in equity due to a few reasons such as do not know how to invest in equity, do not have time to monitor or to research about the equities. Besides that, we believe the existing investors also do not have a deep knowledge regarding the purification that needs to be done on required occasion. Another challenge is the Sharia compliance equity security has to compete with non-Sharia compliance securities. Although the number of Sharia compliant securities is 80%, in terms of size of equity is only 70% as mentioned earlier. Yes, the size is not bad since the percentage of Muslim in Malaysia is lower than 70%. However, it is better if the size of Sharia equity to at the 80% of the equity market in Malaysia. The last challenge that I would like to share is the presence of politicians on the board of public listed company. This matter was mentioned by Datuk Syed Zaid Alba, who is the Executive Chairman of Security Commission Malaysia during an interview with the S Market in March this year. Datuk Syed Zaid Alba wants the shareholder to practice their right in ensuring that only fit person who can contribute to the growth of the public listed company are selected to be the member of board of director. We personally believe the wrong appointed person, whether politician or not, will make investors run from keep buying the equity. For example, as the recent situation that happened to Serba Dinamik Berhad, in which 4 independent directors have resigned in protest over the lawsuit issue against its auditor. The last topic that I will present is the role of Sharia screening methodology to avoid Sharia non-compliant risk. A risk can be clearly defined as a condition in which there is possibility of an adverse deviation from a desired outcome that is expected or hoped for. Sharia non-compliant risk is categorized as one of the operational risks, and in general, it is defined as the risk which arises from institutions offering Islamic financial service failure to comply with the Sharia rule and principle determined by the Sharia board or relevant body in the related jurisdiction. Therefore, specifically for the equity market in Malaysia, we may define Sharia non-compliant risk as the risk of the public listed company failing to maintain the requirement or benchmark that has been predefined by the SSC. The Sharia screening methodology by SSC comprises of quantitative and qualitative assessment. There are 2 benchmarks of quantitative assessment which are business activity benchmark and financial ratio benchmark. The financial ratio benchmark is introduced by SSC in 2013. At that same time, SSC has revised the business activity benchmark from the 4th tier, which is the 5, 10, 20 and 25% benchmark to only two tiers, with the 5 and 20% benchmark. The 5% benchmark would be applicable to the business activities like conventional banking, conventional insurance, gambling, liquor, pork or pork-related activities, non-halal food and beverage, Shariah non-compliant entertainment, interest income from conventional account, tobacco and tobacco-related activities, then other activities deemed non-compliant according to Shariah. The 20% benchmark would be applicable for activities like share trading, stockbroking business, rental received from Shariah non-compliant activities, and others activities deemed non-compliant according to Shariah. The contribution of Shariah non-compliant activities to the overall revenue and profit before tax of the company will be calculated and compared against the relevant business activity benchmark. As I mentioned, this revision is in line with the Security Commission initiative to further build scale in the Sharia compliant equity and investment management segment, as well as expand the Islamic capital market international reach, as outlined in the Capital Market Master Plan 2. Therefore, we conclude the Sharia screening methodology is useful as the guideline and reference for SSC to monitor all the PLC in Bursa Malaysia more comprehensively. This crystal clear identified screening methodology is also useful for all public listed companies that want to be listed as Sharia compliant securities. We mean in order for this public listed company to attract more Muslim investors, at least they know what activities that they can do and what activities must be avoided. Lastly, the Sharia screening methodology has a role to provide high level of confidence to the Islamic equity market investor. That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.